Hi everybody, I'm Gabrielle Roloff, Miss Friend's little sister, and I'm going to be reading you a book today that I grew up loving called The Color of Things. It is a story written by Vivian Shalom and illustrated by Dusan Pedrix. Alright, 10 years ago in the town of Monroe, something took place that few people know. On May 17th, a warm sunny day, the color of things was taken away. Red, yellow, orange, purple, and blue, all of these colors vanished from view. The green in the grass, the brown in the hair, all of these colors were no longer there. Nothing was left but colorless gray. How did this happen? Here is the way. Nice drab, gray, white city. Deep in the ground in a dark, dingy pit lived Dr. de Drdnit and Madame de Wit. This powerful duo was so evil and bad that the beauty of colors made them quite mad. Sickening and shocking, they yelled with emotion, "Let's drain all the colors into the ocean." So they drained all the red out of a rose and all of the pink from a little girl's toes. They emptied the green out of a parrot and all of the orange they found in a carrot. They drained all the purple in a teenager's skirt, a baby blue polka dots out of her shirt. They poured out the yellow from butterfly wings and all of the color from every last thing. "Hooray!" they yelled, the duo with villainous glee, as they watched all the colors swirl into the sea. And just to make sure that the town would stay drab, they emptied the ocean into their lab, gurgling and swishing through tubes of clear glass, through loops, through spirals, and colors ran fast. At the end of the lab was Big Witch's pot that sizzled and bubbled and with a brew that was hot. Out of the tubes the colors did drip, into this kettle a treacherous trip. Red, blue, yellow turned into gray as all of the colors bubbled away. "We did it," roared Drdnit, puffed up with pride, while Madame de Wit just laughed till she cried. The air of Monroe hung heavy as lead, for the colors were gone, the colors were dead. The folks of Monroe were mournfully sad, and many of them were terribly mad. They searched high and low looking for red. They looked for poor yellow under the bed. They emptied their closets looking for green. They looked for dear purple in a latrine. They cleaned out their cabinets and dumped out their drawers. They thought maybe orange had seeped through the floors. They dug through the colors deep in the ground, but nowhere at all were they to be found. In the far end of town, on the top of a hill, lived a girl with a wagon, once red. She was Jill. This child possessed a passion quite rare for the color of things, like the red of her hair. Although she was only 9 years to the day, Jill knew it was wrong to take colors away. To her, they were precious, worth much more than jewels. She'd rescue them soon from those two evil fools. Jill ran to her yard, her hair flying free, and stopped when she got to the stump of a tree. The tree stump was hollow, mossy, and wide, and she reached for the treasure that she had hidden inside. 21 bottles, each filled with paint that came from a rainbow before it grew faint. The colors were brilliant, vivid, and true, for they never were found by the terrible two. Jill loaded her wagon and dashed down the street, shouting with spirit to the kids she did meet, "Come get some paint and go get a brush. There's work to be done, we've all got to rush." Children came running from all parts of town, and waving their brushes they gathered around. They painted each other, including their faces, hair bows and buttons, and even shoelaces. They each took a bottle and put on a smock. They started to paint every house on the block. With purple, red, orange, and aquamarine, they painted a traffic light, red, yellow, green. They painted a mailbox the bluest of blue, a dog they made orange, and an alley cat too. The grass they made green with some yellow mixed in. They painted a statue and gave it a grin. They painted the flowers pink, red, and white, azaleas and tulips, oh what a sight. They painted a robin, a blue jay, a wren. They painted a butterfly, a rooster, a hen. The sidewalk they painted a very hot pink with a purplish polka dots. What do you think? Lots of pictures in this one. They painted a sunset in the last of the light and worked long and hard all through the night. After the very last star was complete, these 21 children fell swiftly asleep. When morning arrived, the folks of the town came out of their houses and danced all around. The young and the old, the women and men, were delighted to see all the colors again. They cheered for the children, all 21, and said many thanks for all that they had done. Jill gave a smile, and so did the rest. They felt that their lives had truly been blessed. As for Dr. D. Drennet and Damon DeWitt, later that day they climbed from their pit. At the sight of the colors they cried and bewailed, "The colors are back, alas, we have failed. It's ghastly, disgusting," the two of them whined, and into their hole they once again climbed. Wherever you live, in whatever town, remember to look at the colors around. For the rest of the sunset and the blue in the sea, the things that you hold dear could be drained overnight. And if you have paints, don't throw them away. Keep them close to your heart, for they might save the day. And that is the end. Oh!